Okay, I am going to do a quick tutorial on how we are going to cut our little 1/4 inch slivers on the sides of our larger strips on our diagonal fair block for beginning quilting 4. So I've already gone ahead and have sewn 2 of these strips onto the larger 4.5 inch strip. So these are the D pieces. You don't have to do 2 at once. I'm just doing it so I can be a little more efficient with this video. So you'll put the first D piece right sides together with one of the 4.5 inch strips. Sew that on, press it toward the larger strip, and then you're going to take your large long quilter's ruler and find the 5/8 inch mark, which is going to be, on most rulers you're going to have little hash marks in increments of 8ths, no smaller than that usually, and so you're just going to count 5 of those hash marks over. It'll be 1 past the 1/2 inch mark. And then you will line that 5/8 of an inch mark up with the seam that you just had sewn. Okay, so you just line it up all along this seam right there, and then you're going to trim it off with your rotary cutter. Okay, now you're going to have a nice large piece left over, and actually that piece is what you'll use to attach to the other side of this first strip. So you would do right sides together and sew that on, which I've basically already have done here. Same thing, you sew it, you want to press the seam toward the larger strip. And so you do the very same thing. Again, you're going to find your 5/8 of an inch mark, line that up on the sewn seam, and it should be easy to find because you're going to have a nice contrast between the large strip and the D piece. Okay, so once that is lined up, go ahead and trim that off. Okay, so now you have the beginnings of this block. What you'll do next is, and this is all in your pattern, you'll go ahead and take another one of the 4.5 inch by 20 inch strips that you've already cut, and it will be the lighter piece. So in most of your blocks, you've gone to kind of a alternating of the large strips, dark, light, dark, light. And so you'll take this larger one and again, right sides together to the left side, which might be backwards on my video, sorry. My left of your piece here, line that up along the raw edge, sew that, and then you'll have another piece here, and then you just continue to go on. You'll take the next D piece, right sides together along this lighter 4.5 by 20 strip, sew that on, and then you will trim that as well. And then you will have your 3 strips for this particular block, and then you will add your 5 by 12 strips to either side, finding the center of each of these pieces, lining them up on the center, sewing them, and then you will have your block that we are going to trim at our next class of beginning quilting. So again, all of this is in your pattern book, should be self-explanatory. If you have any questions, feel free to text. Thanks.